DCA Adventure is rated F for fucking awesome.
Yo, Crypto Nation. Yo, it's another Friday. What's going on, everybody? Dude, we've got a full house here, guys. Oh, my God. This doesn't happen too often, dude.
No, I'm on vacation right now.
I know. We're only missing one person out of this group. Our man, the weatherman, Jay.
Technically two. But,
we're missing like
well, I mean, there was a bunch of people that haven't been here that are still technically part of the team, you know.
That's right. Once you go DCA, you never.
You got the core group, you know.
There you go.
And so, sorry for the little bit of the little delay. OBS updated, and they gave me a function for the first time to be able to like auto connect into YouTube and just press play on OBS, and it auto connects in. And
they lied.
I don't like that feature. Well, I don't like the feature because it's like you're not really which stream key, which one are you going to go hit up on me? You know, I want a little bit more control.
Multiple kinds of streams.
Right. So I mean that function I don't really need. It was kind of cool to be able to do it with Twitch, but Twitch doesn't let you line it up like that either. So it's only going to pull the most relevant.
I like what Techman just said. He's like, once you go DCA, you always FA.
Oh,
I fucking love it.
Good one. Get your good one. Right?
FA all the way, baby. There's no half-assed FA. Yeah,
oh no.
UFA or you just get the fuck out.
Right.
It's FO then.
And welcome to the show, all you awesome. Right, and welcome all you awesome people in the crowd. We got Jason the Tiger Osborne. What's going on, man? He's like a trooper. He's like always here, man. My man. Thanks.
Yeah.
we got Tech Man, Golden Wolf. Yo. Hope you got your wallet stuff figured out and everything went through. I know you were having a little difficulty. You had to uninstall stuff, reinstall stuff. Sometimes crypto can be a pain in the ass.
Golden Wolf?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw he was having some issues earlier, man. I was like digging in the dirt, so I wasn't like fucking out the field.
Yeah, I saw that, but it looked like he figured it out. So
yeah,
hopefully it all.
I've had issues with the My Monero wallet before too. I actually had to like export my keys and then like import them into like Coinomi before. That way I could actually utilize the wallet. At least get the funds out of it.
Right.
Like, I've had that happen before. I don't know what it is. I've had even Coinomi before like limit me on the amount of Monero that I can physically send, even when I have more than enough in there.
Wow,
It's
really?
like, oh, you can't send this much, and then like you lower the amount, and it's like, okay, you can do that. Like, what? Why can't I do the last bit? And then it's like half of the amount, and you're like, shit, do the transaction.
Right.
Because they're retarded. That's why you can't do it.
No, they were having like a small
education.
little. There's a small little exploit on the network a little bit, where
Also
if
depends
you
on which RPC the wallet you have.
right
The wallet you different RPCs, which could take longer or not work at all.
right.
That is stupid. I love you all in the chat. I don't know who you all are, but I love you all.
We got a robot in the chat now.
I love you too, Mikhail.
Right.
You're the greatest.
Malfunction.
Except
Somebody screaming at you over there?
I don't like it.
No, disassemble.
Johnny 5 is alive.
Mikhail doesn't even get that joke. He's just laughing because
Whoa!
it's funny.
I'm sure he's seen
get
Short
that.
Circuit.
Short circuit the shit, dude.
Right.
I
Are
love
you
it. I
number
love Short
one
Circuit.
or number two?
I'm a number one fan. The
Yes.
second one kind of like sucked, but
Yeah, I did.
still,
Thank you.
still
Thank you.
watched it.
Yes, I did too. I'll admit it.
Still watched it.
I
watched them both.
I was hoping that the
I watched
second
it.
one's going to be awesome, and it was a little bit of a disappointment, just a little.
Come on, rock and roller, freaking, punk rock, end of the world, Johnny Five. That was awesome.
Los locos kick your ass. Los
He had a
locos kick
freaking
your
mohawk.
It's been a long time since this game. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Honestly, my Indian accent that I do comes from the guy who did an Indian accent in Johnny Five in Short Circuit.
I don't know, Tech Man. Who did it? Who's owning it up to the thumbs down?
I did it. I'm
It was
sorry.
only not me.
I have to. I had to prime it on myself this way. It doesn't look like we're all biased.
Yeah.
He disliked it.
Hold on one second. I got somebody here.
Oh, jeez.
Ding dong.
It's the peoples. Hello,
Oh,
peoples.
jeez.
It's the peoples of the peoples.
Speaking
Yeah, so
of the
what's
peoples, time for roll call.
Roll call.
I know. I saw
Yeah,
we
tell
have
me- tell me
Jason
who's all in the
Tiger
chat.
Osborne, Tech Man, Golden
Just say it
Wolf.
like you mean it, though, bro.
Oh, say like you mean it.
Chest.
Yeah.
There's Jason Tiger Osborne,
Yeah.
Tech Man TY, the Golden Wolf, Gundy's Stuffing Things, Cryptometrics, Jeff Mel, Kyle Rosa. Who else we got? Jason S, Jeff Mel, we already called you. Q Eyeball. Keyball? I don't know. Wisconsin, what's up, Tains? What is up? What is up?
Times.
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
It's probably cold up there right now, man. It's cold where I'm at.
Dude, it's
Getting
almost
like 50s now.
Been pretty
it's almost
chilly
hoodie
this morning.
weather. It's almost
Oh,
hoodie weather.
Hoodie weather's here.
Almost. It's almost like breakout, like the large gray hoodie weather.
It's almost wear the pants and not shorts in California weather.
Oh, I'm already wearing pants. I do that most of the time.
Yeah, we wear pants every day. Wow. Good for you,
I
bro.
always wear like shorts.
No, I
try-
actually prefer pants to shorts, but it's too damn hot sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes.
Nah,
You just gotta bear through it. Just do it.
it's got to be like sub 40 for me to put pants on.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Not shorts. Got all year round. Snowing outside. I'm wearing
You don't do the
shorts.
socks and flip flops, though, do you?
So where else is everybody from? I know I've seen a few states. We got Wisconsin. We got Minnesota. I know California's in here, and Oklahoma.
Soda.
DMV is here.
DMV.
District, Maryland, and
I got
Virginia.
my driver's
And Mikkel froze.
license.
Uh-oh. You gotta up that cell phone plan, man.
Seriously. Or get a hotspot.
Oh, dude, man, I'd hate to even look at trying to do this off of my phone in my house. If I didn't have Wi-Fi connection to an actual
Hey,
internet,
Or-
I would have to be like at the end of my block before my phone would have enough reception to go, yeah, we're going to try to do this.
It might work.
Well, it worked whenever I went on that,
no.
whenever I did that
Oh,
walk,
okay.
whenever I did my walk on my channel, it worked just fine. And yeah, but it doesn't work. My phone does not work in my house at all, and I'm jealous that Mikkel's does.
My
What are you, like,
phone
in a
only
cul-de-sac?
works in like one spot. Really, it mainly works like outside of my house.
Yeah, I have to be either end of my block and in order to live stream. There's no way.
Really?
Absolutely no way. Oh.
We'll flip it around.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, God.
Full 360. That way,
Wasn't ready for that.
that way the top of my phone points out the window. So maybe I get better. results.
Oh shit! I see
there you
Jason
go.
S with my fellow Illinoisans being in crooked noise. I mean, we have crooked noise. Doge Lord's got California.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got tornado.
Then you got the aluminum wrap in your walls. Tagman says. What was that?
Actually, I mean, it's like, yeah, I do, because I don't want those, tinfoil hat thoughts to bounce in.
Tinfoiled his whole house. He
Right?
took it to the next level.
It's just
Screw the hat.
safer and more freeing.
The whole house.
Oh yeah. It's liberating to not have to just wear
it's
it.
like using
you know?
lead-lined paint. You just grind up some
Yeah.
aluminum, just paint it on. You know?
Yeah.
Or get aluminum tiles.
That sounds great. We should all just Faraday box our entire lives. That way, we'll be safe.
Dude, I know people that they put their phone, as soon as they come home, they put their phone into a Faraday cage. They got no electronics going off in their house.
We've always said that there'd never be a bioterrorism attack, and look what happened. It's
right?
like, next is like, we'll never have an EMP. Prepare now, buddy.
Well, an EMP would
Okay, go dark.
almost be like a godsend because it would
Government shut down.
Well, it'd be beyond that. So anybody who's been carrying their wealth per se and just assets, well, they ain't got any way to be able to really negotiate for protection of those assets anymore because they don't have a socialized government providing certain basic things for the community. So these people who have been schmucks their whole life, yeah, they're going to be the ones having the biggest problems after a EMP because people are not going to respect that they own anything.
It'll be who has the bigger gun and the most bullets wins.
Right, for the most part. You're talking complete chaos, not anarchy.
Normal people
Chaos.
turn into savages, okay, when you starve them out and F with their family life.
Well,
yeah.
here's a fun fact for you. Right before the 1994 freaking assault weapons ban, we only had like 400,000 assault weapons, AR-15s and AKs in the U.S. After that, we have now 40 million.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
3D printers go brrr.
it's just our way of telling the rest of the world, fuck around and find out,
Right?
Hey, Revolutionary War was won with 3% of the population.
Right, and the Taliban proved to the government that you can seize a whole country with a bunch of farmers.
Pickaxes and shit. Oh, that's so bad.
Oh, and they're also trained by us too, so it just makes it even
course,
better.
It's for.
I don't know.
It's like you ever watch those videos from there? They provide trigger safety. Early days they would sit there and watch them holding on to the gun. Nowadays their fingers out for trigger safety. That's a military thing.
I don't
I was
know.
watching one of these like jacked up. I scrolled through Reddit. See what I can usually find. Every now and then you get like these messed up videos. And this guy I'm assuming he was a U.S. military guy, and he was shooting this like 50 caliber. And then he's like starts laughing, and he goes, and then you see his helmet flip up. And he just drops forward, and I was like the helmet flipped, boop, and then you just watch him just take a dive forward, and I was like,
Shot himself?
no, I think a sniper probably. I would assume a sniper got it. He
Oh.
watched his helmet just pull off, flip up. Then I was like, damn, man.
Hey, man.
Reddit.
And the Reaper
Fucking
comes
Reddit.
for you.
It was fucked up. It's crazy.
And it's
These
like,
snipers are no joke.
oh yeah.
Like he's over here like laughing about it, thinking it's like hilarious. He's like shooting this 50 cal, like, but all of his friends are sitting there laughing with them. Then he just done. I was like, then everyone
they're
like
watching.
starting to scramble, and I'm like, oh, I'm a little late.
It's like I'm watching the wrong thing. I'm probably now on a list.
So many lists right
Scrolling
now.
through
So many.
Reddit.
Oh yeah. It's like you want a special list now.
Freaking Reddit.
Oh yeah. Man, you look like you need some help unpacking over there, Mika.
Where? That?
At your house, yeah.
It's the kitchen, isn't it?
That's the kitchen back there.
Yeah, that's not boxes. That's the
Oh.
cabinets.
There's a bunch
Oh,
of boxes
gotcha.
over there. Those are nothing but boxes, but there are mainly broken down boxes.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So when is
Mainly
estimated
through all of the
D-Day?
boxes.
You
Well-
gonna be done by Christmas?
So,
You can have Wi-Fi by then too.
I better have Wi-Fi up by the 9th. Otherwise, I'm gonna lose my fucking shit. That's poker tournament.
Yes, it is.
So
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna lose my shit if I don't have it on the 9th. But here we are.
You're gonna be live streaming from a hotel.
First thing set up
I
in the new house?
will
Streaming Battle Station.
figure it out fast. Yeah, whatever I gotta do. But yeah, so hopefully, it's like now that we have like the electricity is like done. Now we're just waiting on the city to come inspect it so they can say, okay, and then we can turn it on.
Hey, well, make sure to get a L630 put in there for something.
So I have the well house that I'm probably going to use for some sort of mining. I don't know what yet. I'm going to use it. I just need to figure out like humidity and how bad it is out there, etc. But that is on the list.
Yeah.
I mean, speaking of that, I have
Speaking of the poker tournament,
Mail? Is it mail time?
mail. Speaking, it ties in with what Gundy said, but speaking of the tournament.
It's surveillance stuff. Damn it! You're gonna be watching all of our hands now. I know it.
Man, it's like, why are these men?
Man, you're gonna try to cheating during the tournament. That's how you're gonna get first place.
Yeah.
That's the controller for it all, dude. I mean, I know it.
So what
You're
you
gonna-
do?
You're gonna
see
show
what
us
the
you're gonna show us a
tournament
fake package, aren't you?
is like having multiple accounts and only playing one of them.
I
That's
just
the
posted
secret.
links for the poker tournament in the live chat.
Oh. and when is this poker tournament?
October
ninth.
9th,
Oh.
Saturday.
Saturday,
Oh.
A week from tomorrow, baby.
2:10 full standard time,
Woo.
You mean
3:10.
3:10?
3:10 Eastern Standard Time.
Easy street time.
Yeah, easy
12:10 Pacific.
Poop Civic.
I don't know if it's really easy street. I mean, it's like where you're at, you have to be like making $200,000 a year to be, considered average.
I mean, just because median household income is like $134,000. I mean, what is that supposed to mean?
Seriously, you should just take your year's income and just move to Texas.
Oh, Doge Lord, you're actually worse than he is. I mean, in order to be like poor in California, you have to be making $500,000.
If you're making minimum wage, you're at the bottom of the anthill.
Yeah, well, your minimum's what, 15?
No. That's what they claim is, but real minimum wage is like 35. It's California.
Depends on the job you go for,
It's
yes.
still like $780 here, I think. There's people still making that on the street.
Yeah, those are the parents' kids.
Yeah, essentially.
You're 12
Or,
years old now. Go get a job.
Or my like 6th job might be one of those. Yeah, I don't know.
Right.
Dude, I had 3 jobs at 12 years old.
I mean, spank banking is not a job, bro.
God, I would just hustle people. I mean, like, God, I was actually, I guess I was doing pretty good for myself for, during the summertime. I'd go around with a little mower, some gas, and, $20 lawns, and
I did that too. Yeah.
and dude, I was making like $300 a day, dude. I was like, dude, this is baller money. we had a big blizzard, dude. That was like $600 a day during a blizzard. I was like, oh, and I had that for like 3-4 days. I was like, oh my God, I'm 18 years old. I'm amazing. I'm a genius with this. Oh, dude,
Back when you're that young, you don't. feel
dude,
the
I
pain.
did football at that time. I was a professional mover, so it's like I worked for a few different moving companies. So I was like I was stacked like a brick shit house at that time.
Jay, check the chat, everybody. That's the link. Go sign up.
Do it. Do it.
We're gonna be live streaming
Do it
all
now.
day.
In another tab.
Yep, go ahead and register for the poker tournament now, and make sure you follow the steps in order to get that done. And definitely get your free poker chips while you have time, because what you don't want to do is sign up the day of and then realize you're 5,000 chips short
It does
to
happen.
participate. It does happen, yes. Some people do have to pay to play. So,
But we don't want you
Don't
to be
do
in that
that.
situation. Don't do it.
Well, you know,
especially
you
when
could
you don't
always make
have
a
to.
side game and like lose $5,000 to him real quick.
Click the link and you set it up and do it now.
Set up
Do
your
it!
poker account this week, you know, so you can sign in at least 2 times before the poker tournament.
there you go. Each time you sign in, you can get 15,000 free poker chips. More than enough to play
Yes.
if you do it twice.
And if you win a tournament, you get, you know, hundreds of thousands of free poker chips.
That's true.
I still have like 300,000 or something from when I won the second one.
Dude, I have like 200 something thousand chips.
I know, from just like messing around and doing like little friendly games and stuff like that. I got a lot.
It's like, I'll take your 80,000 chips. Thank you.
Thank you. Come again. Oh man, what happened to McKill? His phone crap out again?
Probably.
Damn it.
You know, it's like when you're on cell phone service in the middle of nowhere, you know, you gotta be like a little.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if a cloud goes over you,
Oh,
you're like,
God.
God damn it.
And I have to reset myself as the antenna. If anybody
pissed.
remembers that from their childhood, you might be my age.
Well, you know, you can get digital rabbit ears now. You get the HD over there stuff that you actually have to like turn to get different stations.
Oh yeah, mine would have that, but it wasn't auto. You see, you had to click it in for each station, and then hope that you were pointed in the true north when you started.
Nah, see, what I grew up with, my grandfather built his own satellite dish and literally had a crank, and it would turn the dish to whatever satellite he wanted, and he'd get whatever channels he wanted.
He just happened to he actually that he wouldn't have known right off the bat. It's just something that you kind of like right there. You know, you just kind of get it. You do it enough times. Yeah, that's the old school. Dude, my rabbit ears, each antenna was like 8 feet, man. Imagine seeing 8 feet bent across the ceiling.
Dude, this was like a 12-foot dish.
Oh, dude, man, I used to sit
You
there
were
and
contacting aliens.
I would sit there and set my little antennas right by my window and have like 6 feet just standing up the building, the apartment.
Speaking, I think I signed up for Starlink like about a year ago now, and I haven't heard shit from those fuckers.
Oh man, it's probably like with Squirrel going fucking bankrupt and not sending product out to anybody but their friends.
Well, I've seen people getting the satellite dishes and they're working and it's going, but I don't know if all this supply chain shit is happening bad stuff. But I mean, it's been a year, dude.
Yeah, it was a
No-
fiberglass dish.
No correspondence.
Oh yeah, and they were having issue. Well, the last that I heard of the Starlink stuff was that if it was in direct sunlight, which is how you're supposed to set up a satellite dish, the electronics might catch fire.
Nice.
You need to set up cami netting and just create some shade.
Oh yeah, so like people like they people in the desert that have like 0 cloud days. Yeah, these things were like burning up in the middle of the yard and shit, dude. I was like,
My satellite dish is on fire.
oh yeah. Like 200 and like 190 degree Fahrenheit. You know, it's normal. Nothing to nothing to see here.
Alright, that was good.
Did you hit the wrong button?
Hey, he's
Where's
No, I had
Banquet?
to take a phone call.
Eh,
My community from Mario to help
No,
me
we're
out
not
with
going
it.
to ignore Gundy's flag, Shank. It was absolutely
Part of
fucking
this.
amazing.
Help me out
America.
with this package.
Down, 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 down,
America.
down, 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 down.
You take it down?
Freedom.
America.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I don't know, man. Holding up a flag, I'm probably like suspect number one now.
Oh god, Jeff Bell is like, who scored the Best Buy online drop-ins or in store? Dude, they
I
showed.
think that was Tech Shinji.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
Tech Shinji got
Actually
that.
got one on in
But there was
store.
somebody that was like posting videos at like certain stores, and there was like a full-out brawling fight going on in the line. I was like, dear God, I have
Like a
actually.
Black Friday at Walmart.
Oh, dude, man, I'm not
man.
even kidding. I worked at Gurney Mill Mall at one point in time. Long,
Gurney Mill.
long,
Gurney Mill.
long, 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 long.
Dude, I remember Gurney Mills.
And it was a Christmas. God, I had to have been in high school. many moons ago. And I watched these two old ladies. Like I see them like I'm at the register watching them kind of work across the wall. I'm not thinking nothing of it. Next thing I hear is, I put my hand on that first. No, you didn't. And I saw a purse fly up in the air. Boom!
Oh, jeez.
I'm like, and we're told we can't touch him. We just got to call up security. And I'm like, security? And he's like, oh, what? And I'm like, I've got the world's slowest fight going on.
Security. We have a 415 physical in aisle 9.
I'm like, it's two grannies beating it out with a set of purses. He's like, another one. I'm like, is this common?
Another
612,
one.
something like
Another
that.
one. You mean another one.
Oh, a purse was involved. It just escalated to a
Oh God.
417 assault.
Oh God. And like these were like the grandma purses, the ones that are huge, right? And it's like, I'm sitting here amazed
With
at
candy.
Yeah, I'm
The
like
grandma
amazed that
with
everything
little
stayed
candy.
in there. And I'm like, for those little old ladies that sit there and swing it above them head, man, there's got to be nothing in them things. They've captured air.
When the windmill comes for you. When the windmill comes, run.
I know, it's
Unless you're Don
hilarious.
Quixote, then go straight for it. But no, like Gurney Mall, seriously, that's where it was. Dude, I remember
Yeah.
Gurney Mall. I remember getting in the jam van and just hearing on the radio commercials, Gurney Mall, Gurney.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, let's go eat at a Perkins while we're at it.
yeah. Man, I haven't been. God, that's like so out of my way to even get over there.
Dude, we passed right by it on the drive from Wisconsin to New York and back.
Yeah, Eric.
What's in the package?
Stuff.
Yeah, Mikhail, what happened?
And
You,
things? Is it from Gundy?
got all this like build up and then you like ghosted us.
Hey, man, I'm gonna press the mail time button.
Do it.
Too bad we can't hear.
Here's the mail, it never fails.
I don't know how to make you guys be able to hear it either without like causing like an echo or something.
Yeah, no, it's like literally impossible. I've tried multiple times to get stuff to come through, but it does not work.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, man,
Yay!
yeah.
I'm going to Hawaii, yay!
I'm going to Hawaii. So,
What the heck?
as
This is blinding for you as it is for me.
Oh my Jesus!
whoa,
Man, have
what
you
did
ever
do?
seen a welder on camera?
You know what gets
Flash
me is
burn.
when you see welders not wearing welder safety goggles or anything. They're just like straight up just wearing the regular prescription glasses, and they're
Anyone
just
guess what it
Closing
is
their eyes.
by just this?
Ooh, Levitron.
Levitron? Ooh, it's gonna levitate.
Is that like a house plug
float?
to
Oh,
there you go, L630, Dave.
Oh,
it looks like a
Oh.
mini GPU.
oh.
A tiny little fan.
here we go.
What is it? What is it? What is it?
Oh,
Look at it,
giggity.
look at
Oh, giggity.
Oh, it's a locking plug. Oh, yeah, it's the L6 30.
630s, baby. I got something to plug into that for you if you want.
Oh, that just did it. Oh.
Tech man
please
was,
do, man.
Tech man was like, arc flashing for the masses. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
Right on.
You are not under control of us now.
Man, now I got a mess all over my desk. Thanks, guys.
I know.
It's everywhere.
You
It's so,
just wipe it up
it's
like
so
a big boy.
It's so sticky.
I love that it takes.
Talking about my juice, guys. Get your head out of the gutter.
Alright, so.
I knew you were talking about juice already.
Right.
So, yeah, so.
Perverts
I got
out
one of these,
there.
so I'm gonna put in the wheelhouse on a 30 amp breaker. So I have my own dedicated 30 amp for anything that I put out there.
Oh, yeah.
Plus, so, and on my 3D printer up and running, obviously, with electric. But I was gonna build like kind of like one of the Space Ghost meters, you know, like putting these in a plug. Well, I bought one of these, which is a.
Digital fuel gauge.
That's what I said. When I pulled it out, I was like, fuel gauge. That's an electricity meter.
It's
I don't know
digital
what
fuel,
about
baby.
fuel,
Digital
but
fuel is
whatever.
electricity.
I still gotta hook up mine that I got from
You plug
Space
that into your
Ghost.
car.
Yeah, that's what we got right there. So I mean, it reads voltage, wattage, amperage, kilowatt hours that I'm using, and I think time as well if I set it.
Is it
That's
kind of-
false
also-
advertisement right there. It
also
doesn't
reads
measure the,
temperature.
that's
is it
false
like a smart home
advertisement.
meter?
It didn't tell you how many miles per gallon you're getting.
Is that like kind of the smart home? Like, I think that like just kind of
No,
like
it's
an amp clamp that clips over
it's
your
like- it's-
incoming
It
power.
has a coil, so
It's just like running
will
the
read-
kilowatt meter, but it's for
Yeah.
220.
it's
yeah, that-
for
that little inductive pickup you got right there.
yeah. So
Oh,
little
yeah.
thing, and then this is my it's an external thermostat. So I'm gonna mount this to the X outside of the box, not inside of the box, but
What's in the
outside of it,
box?
just so that way it'll also read temperature, like ambient temperature. around.
Ambient, yeah.
Or you can have it in the box and see how hot the plug outlet's getting.
Yeah.
Depends on how you want to do it.
So, but yeah, my only thing is, see, it says it takes AC 50 to 300 volts, so I should be fine.
350 volts.
Yeah, current 0 to 100 amps.
Yeah,
I'm
so
only,
you
I'm only
you
utilizing 30 amps, so,
So-
we'll be good.
yeah, you can you're putting the magnetic sense coil around the whole loom, and then you're pulling one of the hot legs and to power up the gauge itself and grounding out the gauge and good to go.
Yo, Yeshnik's in the house.
What
Time to
the
drop some links.
book trend.
Oh, fraternity.
Yeah. So, we got one of these. They had another version where you could actually, instead of being like the magnet, you could unclip it and then you could just insert the wires and then just reclip it, so that way you can actually just like install it to something that's pre-existing, which is kind of cool. But I'm building it brand from scratch, and that doesn't really matter. So
Riggedy scratch.
only thing that I don't have is like a box for them, so I'm gonna have to go to like the reverse store and buy like a little bitty box.
Anybody got any ideas how to ship a PDU that doesn't have a box?
You put it into a box and you ship it.
They don't make boxes that big.
You cut up a box.
what about,
You cut up two boxes and you put them together and you tape them really
Duct tape
good.
the hell out of
Fuck
it.
yeah.
That or-
Duct tape, Gorilla tape, whatever you got.
I've
Super glue,
used
Gorilla glue.
Pack it full
poster
of,
like the poster tubes from that you get at like the post office.
Yeah,
I've used some of those before.
really.
Yeah.
It depends on how big how long the PDU is. Like if it's like my
I
trip
mean,
light,
I
my
use
trip
more
light
than
one's
one.
got like some
Yeah,
depth
I
to
It's
use
it.
52U.
No, it's like I don't know, like
It's
six,
cabinet
almost six. Yeah.
Oh, so it's not like, is it round or is it like?
No, it's square.
no,
rack.
no, it's a rack mount.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's giant.
It's like my trip light shit.
I'm telling Coors you're cheating on them. Dr. Pepper. What the hell?
Of course, banquet, baby.
I don't drink beer anymore.
F the champagne of beers.
But I mean, I do love Coors Bank. That's my go-to beer. Rocky Mountain Piss Water, baby.
No Miller High Life. No Miller High Life here.
Hey man, it's better than Milwaukee's
Miller High Life,
Beast.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man, Beast Ice. Man.
I mean, I'll drink some Miller High Life.
You could
Not
get
gonna lie.
you could get a keg of Beast Ice for like $50.
Oh god, yeah. You know, if I was gonna do that, I'd be going down the road of Dapper, the Dapper kegs, the little Dapper mini kegs.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh yeah.
What were you drinking when we were down in Atlanta? I know you were drinking.
Dude, man, I was drinking a shit ton of rum and cokes.
I think for me it was just the Coronas.
Yeah, I was just.
I was drinking Coors in Atlanta. Well, whenever they had it. The hotel had it.
getting shit faced
we were
until
in.
like 4 a.m.
But,
God.
my ass went to bed that first night.
Oh, dude, I did. I
I
think.
drove straight there from here, like from Oklahoma. It was like, I mean, you know, Nim, it was literally about the same amount of driving, just about,
Yep.
for both of us to there.
And I did it
Oh,
in a
it
Chevelle.
You drove?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I drove the Chevelle from Illinois all the way out to Atlanta.
Oh my Jesus.
I drove.
Oh,
from
dude, it was
Oklahoma to
awesome.
Atlanta,
Well, nowadays, if you
I
don't want to
stopped
get this freaking,
straight through.
go through the TSA. Have you had your shots? You're gonna have to drive wherever you want to go
Yeah.
now.
Right.
At least you had your wife with you.
Unless you're trying to leave
solo,
state lines.
so that made it a little difficult.
Right. But you know, it's like it's so different. You're
It-
you're in a
not just
'74
like,
Chevelle
you just
going
didn't
through the
drive or
mountains,
anything.
and you're like, "Oh, this
Like
is
talking.
fucking baller." And then
Oh,
some
yeah.
guy in a BMW come whizzing past you, slows down, and then yanks it again. And I'm like, "All right, I'll follow you and see if this thing can go up. See if old Betsy can go up the hill." I go to hit it, and I'm just doing a burnout going up the hill. I'm like, "Oh wow, she still got it."
Good girl.
Right.
You do good job.
Trunk was fully loaded with crap, dude. I'm like, oh my god, dude, I brought enough
They'll
tools.
give you fresh spark plugs and oil change. We get
Dude,
on,
I
baby.
had all the tools. If that motor let loose or the trans let loose, I had all the tools to be able to rebuild it on the side of the fucking road.
Hell yeah. That's how you know a
Just
mechanic. When he travels with tools, you know.
Oh yeah, especially on an old girl, dude. Over 100,000
Oh,
miles on a '74. You know,
That's why you don't ever buy a mechanic's car, man. Like, don't do it. Like
unless it's somebody like myself who like, yeah,
Well,
Unless you
the
know
thing
the
is-
mechanic personally.
right.
Well, the thing is, they know all the idiosyncrasies, and like some people are gonna be thrown off. Be like, why would you have to do that to start your car? And I'm
Right.
like, oh, that's just the way it is.
Oh
That's
yeah,
just the
people
way
are
it
like, why are you
works. Just
what
pumping
it
it? I'm like,
Do you want it's OBO or not? I mean,
I mean, my Chevelle, I need
If you're
to
on,
I need to
you're
drop the
good.
trans out of it and send that out to get rebuilt. And if I'm getting it rebuilt, I want the 3/4 shift solenoid blocked off. I want the Corvette servos in there so that I got higher line pressure. And then I want the
damn
Atco
servos, man.
the Atco clutch pack in there, the green ones. And then put a probably about a 2500 stall converter this way. Whenever I do put it on a two-step, I got 2000 stall without a trans brake.
You know what? You know what gets me real quick. You know what gets me is you know how we have these car show, TV series, where they're fixing it up, like, oh, we're gonna put like the
They
1,000
got
horsepower engine in it.
400 hours in there later, and,
then-
it's condensed into 3 episodes.
and then they're like, we're gonna take it to this empty lot and make sure that it, you know, it runs just right. And then the freaking transmission blows. I'm thinking, you guys are freaking professional mechanics. You would know that a 1,000 horsepower engine would blow a 250-pound freaking, you know,
Stock trans.
transmission.
Well, I mean,
You're doing this just for the views.
Well, it's like when you turbo a S2000, right? If you boost that shit too much, you're gonna snap all your rear axles. It's gonna happen.
and this is
too
well
much power.
before you
All you gotta
you
do.
find out you
It will
break.
happen.
You find out what breaks because the parts that break are the ones you replace with billet. You know?
Or at least something besides stock, you know.
Oh God, and it's like, and it's funny. I see some of these people doing it, and they're like, "Dude, that's a TH350 trans. You don't even have a. You're gonna do this without putting in a hardened shell." It's like, and most people don't. It's like I can go
Yeah,
really
yeah,
deep onto a
yeah,
trans.
yeah,
I know the transmit. There's a shell in the middle of the TH350 transes. When you do a burnout, that shell is spinning double the speed of what your tires are. Or I'm sorry, double the speed of the RPM of your engine. It's part of the 1-to-2 ratio coming through the trans. Now there's the second gear clutch band goes around this. And at the end of it, there's like these little fingers on there. And if you're putting the fucking stock drum in there, them fingers are just going to go whoop and cut the fucking TH350 trans case in half. This is not a matter of if, it's when. And it is known to happen on the TH350 transes. And it also will happen on some of the early 700R4 transes. Oh yeah, that's why you gotta. It's like if you're gonna sit there and fucking put all this money in there, DCA into the fucking trans at the same time.
I spent 30,000 hours building this engine.
It's like I've got
and then I drop it in a stock car.
right. My dragster. It's like I've got a B&M TH400 trans in there. I guarantee you, every piece on the inside of this fucking billet, dude, with 5 planet pinions in there.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
Drop in a high horsepower motor and have stock suspension.
Oh
Yeah,
dude,
it's fine,
man.
it'll handle it.
Oh yeah, my car's got so much of the goodies. It's like I got a true 4-link in the rear. Fucking, it's like McPherson suspension. It's like that car's been DCA. That car's got 40-50 grand into it.
DCA baby.
Oh yeah, all the way, all the way.
It's the same like
and I've been
building the
looking at
laptop.
this-
Building the PC. You know.
I've been looking at this motor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like times 20.
So many
It's-
motors
1200 horsepower.
out of the crate.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's got a.
Does the blower come out of the hood?
It should. It should.
Should.
It's a 540 big block with a
Oh, right,
with
I don't
a
even know
with a 1071 blower on top of it. Dual carburetors. Oh,
Now put that in the back of a Volkswagen Bug.
that'd be sacrilegious, sir.
That's like the size of a Volkswagen Bug.
Right, dude. I think you set it down and the thing just does a wheelie. Bink.
You have to put
The
like
car's off.
Motor and Volkswagen Bug are the same curve weight.
Right.
2,000 pounds.
Well, he might
Became
be.
4.
He might be
Oh, sure,
trying to
you
make.
50-50 weight distribution.
He might be trying to make the Asian dung beetle, farm truck and
That
Asian.
feels big.
Fuck yeah.
Dude,
dung
when I had
beetle
a
has
68 Bug, I
about
wanted
that
to
big?
have a
It's a
bug
box
that would
engine now.
whoop his ass.
Oh god,
Like-
that fucking little bug of his, dude. Dude, the dung beetle of Asians. Oh my god, that thing.
Dude, he has over
snaps.
1,000 horsepower. in that thing.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That thing is crazy.
They're
I
they're building something new like right now. I'm not really sure what it is yet, but it's electric, whatever it is. That's all I know.
Oh yeah, and I've been like looking at this motor to be able to make 1200 out the crate. Put that into an 84 Z28, and I bet you that thing will turn. Give
You
or
gotta get
take.
the IROC,
low.
man.
It is an IROC.
Ooh,
Oh, yeah.
Batman's in the house.
IROC your socks.
Oh yeah. It's third gen. It's all about that third gen life, bro.
Yeah, those 80s IROCs, man. You gotta
Oh
have,
fuck
like,
yeah.
A mullet. And, like,
But it's a
glasses.
true Z28 with the T tops.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Big tire car. It's all set up. I mean, it's redneck. You get to punch the redneck card. Dink.
So Batman
The
says in the
redneck
chat
card.
that he's asking, did you guys see Compound's little whoopsie today? I'm like,
Man.
I saw Coinbase's whoopsie today where
I
they.
heard about that one. I heard about that one.
The multi-authentication, 6,000 users getting their funds collected.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, nobody's
And
unhackable.
information probably got
Even you, Coinbase. Cornbase.
Mm-hmm.
They've had 2 incidences in the last couple months.
Oh, man, it's going to get worse as it progresses, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we haven't even seen, like, the hardcore scammers come out yet, so. But they've been trickling in, but nothing like we had, like, in 2017.
I was just finding it crazy, man. Coinbase of all the things, they've been pretty good so far.
No, I think they've elevated their game a little bit because I actually received a call from work saying, "Hey, this is the HR department. Hey, do you know this company such and such, such and such? They're requesting your information, for an interview." I'm like, "No, I've never heard of them before." They're like, "Okay, we're gonna deny the request."
Ooh, social engineering, anyone?
Right.
Dang.
Gotta be careful, man. What you put out there for everyone to see.
Talking about that almost kind of goes with the title. It's like, watch out what you're putting out there, because the world's gonna be able to see it. Fucking especially with the IRS trying to request all banks to be surveillancing every person's money movement. Basically, you put a paycheck into the bank, they have to report to IRS. If you sit there and buy a couch, they have to report to IRS. It's not
Every
bank.
day-
It's not.
every
It's
time
not
you pay rent.
affected in. But
Anytime you
anytime.
pay rent.
Oh yeah.
Car payments, like anything over $600, it's gonna be like ting 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 ting.
Yep.
All right, so we're
Well,
$300.
they want to tax the miles we drive too.
Oh,
It'd
yeah.
be like an extra rent payment a week. I mean, a year.
Oh yeah. Which is it's like, thank you, government, with your socially engineered programs that are made to actually steal from productive fucking people in the world, so that the most unproductive
I'll
people
show you how to fix the debt soon.
don't have to work and think that their imaginary money that has, I love it, zero cost. I love that fucking Pelosi sat there and said that Obama's Build Back Better. Yes, I said that. Nancy Pelosi said Obama's Build Back Better. Not Biden, but Barack Obama. Love that one. It's like, oh, little fucking slip up of who's fucking controlling the country or something. Just saying. But it's not going to cost the taxpayers anything, because they're just going to tax you more.
Yeah, it's free, man. It's like zero.
Yeah, it has. The money has no value. Come on,
What is
man.
money anyway? What is money?
Whatever they decide that we need.
Yeah, keeper of the code. It's like they depend on the deadbeats need to get paid too.
Yeah. Hey, well, we'll just go back to mud and puka shells for currency. It's fine.
John Germain says, "Hell, my groceries or car payment are over $600."
I know, right?
Oh yeah.
Bro, I went to the grocery store the other day. It was at Home Depot, right? They had pumpkins in Home Depot. You know how much the pumpkins were? For a large pumpkin, it was
a large.
$30.
almost $15. Almost $15.
For a pumpkin?
almost for a pumpkin, like a large
What?
pumpkin.
Like the size of your car?
Like
You
the
know
size
those
of,
pumpkin seeds
like,
only
your
cost
head.
$1.99.
Right. Grow
your own.
gardens, not lawns.
Almost $15. 15 after taxes for sure. But I was like, what?
You know,
$15 for a pumpkin?
you
I don't know
know,
if we're carving pumpkins this year, kids.
Yeah.
John-
That's kind of ridiculous.
John Germain brings up something that also
Plant
it's like, you know,
pumpkins
it's like
this year.
gonna ration the electricity so you can't mine. Well,
Yeah.
it's like the European Union is having this fucking problem because they fucking decided to, we're brain dead. We're gonna go green. We want to be carbon. Well, we have no other fucking options available. So now you don't have enough fucking electricity just to power up a town with just
Brownouts
fucking
everywhere.
lights, dude. Let alone manufacturing.
Constant rolling brownouts.
Oh yeah, they have people fucking without power all over the fucking place because it's now overloading what little resources they now have. Congratulations, Biden wants this too.
Bow down.
Thankfully,
happened to
thankfully,
DNA?
Illinois has fucking Byron nuclear power plant.
So how do we go from like energy independent to like $5 a gallon gas in like what 8 months, 10 months? I don't understand. Some tomfoolery going on right now.
That's part of what's not counted into inflation. It's not that the fuel they're getting really cheap. It's really cheap. It's just our dollars are such garbage to buy anything with.
Well, here's a fun
The
thing
shrinkage.
my brother sent me. You know, I like what John Germain says. They're gonna ration your electricity so you can't mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when it comes to like we were just talking about like the shipping and everything like that, rates going from like there's no longer to be next day. It's going to be like 3 day, and the 3 days now going to be a 5 day. Like it's ridiculous. But my brother shared a link with me, and in it he says all transport sectors are also seeing a shortage of workers and expect more to leave as a result of the poor treatment millions have faced during the pandemic, putting the supply chain under greater threat. The letter also said, we also asked that the WHO and the ILO raise this at the UN General Assembly and call on heads of government to take meaningful and swift action to resolve this crisis now. They want the UN to help out with shipping.
Yeah. You want to know what's fucking hilarious about that? Is that here it is. They're like, oh, supply chain, they can't get it to us. I'm so sorry. You fucking look at all the people are like are supposed to be so stupid and not know that there's a thing called this fucking awesome stuff called internet, and that there's fucking ways to be able to track where the ships are, and there's 197 fucking shipping boats surrounding the United States that have been waiting for over a week to get offloaded. That's not a supply issue.
They're at the docks saying, no, we're done for the day. We're not going to take any more in.
They're
Right.
Chinamen.
Right, and it's like they're fucking holding back the stock because they no longer want to pay the personnel like they used to actually have a crew at year around the clock. So yeah, you want to say fucking GPU supply shortage? I bet you there's thousands of them on those fucking between all the collective of the boats, you know?
Or they're full of WMDs and Chinamen.
Right.
You know, that is a theory out there.
That's true.
And John Germain says, wait till they send home inspectors to check your home insulation. If you can't improve it, they will pull the occupancy permit.
Yeah.
What? That's insane.
Yeah, I have to get.
You don't have
I
enough
to get
insulation
an
in your house. We're going to have to
I have
make
to
Well,
get an occupancy permit.
All the home growers and home miners, man, they're gonna be screwed if they start having like them going house to house checking your electricity costs and shit.
Yeah,
My occupancy permit
that
is
would
like
suck. Especially with me, they're just seeing my meter going.
This guy's been pulling 2,000 watts for 7 years. What are you doing over there?
2,000 watts. Yeah, that's
No,
it.
4,000? 10,000? 2,000 amps. I'm sorry.
I'm almost at 100 amps.
I don't know if you have solar.
Because you have to supply, you have to use a supply chain that does strip mining. Then you have to wait for somebody in China to manufacture the cell for the solar, and then you've got to get that shipped across the country, and then you have to get it shipped across the ocean, and then you got to get it shipped to you. And then you gotta fucking pay somebody to put it up. You're already fucking in the hole, fucking negatively. And then, get this, without consistent usage on them, if you live in a highly sunny area that, gets good amount of sunlight, they don't last more than 4 years. Now, for me, I would just burn them out in like about 1.5 years, 2 years. I guarantee you, with my consistent power draw. Here comes a new kicker. They're fucking biohazardous. So you can't just fucking, I'm going to throw this away. No. You have to
be disposed of properly.
They have to be properly disposed of. That
Probably costs more money.
That shit is bad news, dude. Oh, yeah.
I'm sure it costs
Well-
disposing too.
Oh yeah, disposal costs are ridiculous.
Oh, yeah, for biohazard? Fuck yeah, dude. I'd rather get rid of a battery than that shit.
Well, those are
Batteries
biohazard
sometimes will
too.
give you money if you.
No, because at least with fucking a battery, I can discharge the plates and then pull the plates out, and I'm basically, all I gotta do is put baking soda into the almost distilled water, because it'll have like a little acidity to it still, but yeah. As a battery discharges fully, it turns back into water.
Can't put the smoke back in.
No. Oh, talking about that.
Smoke is installed at
That
the
was
manufacturer's
crazy.
site.
Yeah,
If you
that.
lose your smoke, you're fucked.
Well, the game was it New World.
New World.
Yeah, it's got a thing.
Amazon
It's got a
New World.
and it's not. I won't blame Amazon. It has to do with the game coders. They have like
Yeah, it's
just
something in the game.
Crysis used to have the same problem. Back in the day, Crysis was taking out graphics cards too.
Why was the running joke? Does it run Crisis?
Right, exactly, exactly. Thank you. It's a bad. Instead of what it does is what I think what it's doing is it's putting everything it needs into the VRAM of the graphics card, and it's utilizing especially in a 3090 all that extra room. They're like, okay, boom, and
Wow,
instead
look at all
of
this room.
and instead of sitting there and going, hey, I need you to copy and paste over here, and can you put it over here so that I can manage it? It's using the Crysis engine where it called for everything individually. Imagine sitting there asking it to copy and paste everything, but everything individually, and have it to me now. And now the only way that the GPU can sit there and accommodate this is that it's got to give the memory modules full power. And it lets the frequency just run away on itself. So between full power, frequency, it flows too much from the power rail, and the power rail gives out, and that will send a 12-volt shock through the memory module, and people are getting the black screen of death. Now, in some people's instance, it glitches out at the right time, black screen, restart, you're good. Other people, it discharged to 12 volts into the memory, I'm thinking, and
Smoked them out.
yeah, when they go to repower it back up, this memory module is now damaged, and as soon as it sees power again, it smokes out through the memory module and sends 12, whatever voltage right to the core. Not saying that it
And then
takes
we were
out.
first saying that it was only EVGA cards.
They were at first they were showing Zotacs, Zotacs, Gigabyte.
Now it's everything.
Yep.
So now it can't just be a specific manufacturer.
No, it's how they're delegating the software. They were showing it as
The one,
they were.
the one that was smoking in the video was the Zotac.
Yep.
No,
And you can see where the smoke is coming out from. It's something on the back of the card that smoked. So I'm going to say that was a capacitor exploding.
Well, from the picture, it looks like that was a like it was the rubber cover that goes over one of the ports.
No, it's
SLI.
coming out right where right up into the front area because it does have it's got the NV link area. But right below that is memory modules. The 3090s have memory modules front and back. So this is the backside memory module taking a hit.
You're gonna have a bad time.
And a lot of people have abandoned the Crisis style of coding because of its inefficiency to do what it's supposed to be doing. And the developers of New World, they're trying to do it, but some people are going, and it's like, and I don't know code enough to be able to tell, hey, this, that, and the other, but some people are like wondering if they're going to have to revamp the whole game at the base code level to redo it, which means they have to do it under a new engine. Oh yeah.
It was an issue in beta, in alpha, and in first release.
And now there's some people that have had their 3080 Ti's taken out. Because the 3080 Ti is basically a cut down 3090 with a couple of less memory modules stuck on the board.
I mean, it's like what a 3080 Super, 3090 Super. If they release that, those would be affected.
Yeah, it's any of the ones that are like high powered. So like some people are going, hey, don't try to put it in 1440p, put it in 1080p. Don't put any overclock on it, and then down the voltage if you're going to play it. This way, you lower the headroom. You might lose a little frames per second, but it's better than that than try to get an RMA. And if it's fucking gigabyte nowadays it's like in the past I've had no issues with gigabyte. As of recently, I've been seeing more and more people having issues with gigabyte RMA.
Being able to get their RMA through.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just don't tough with it.
Yep.
So
What was it?
price
EVGA
now,
is the best,
a couple
aren't they?
$1,000s. So
Right. Exactly. Imagine having a 3090 that, gigabyte dies on you. It's like, oh my fucking lord.
Not our fault.
But I'll give it up to EVGA for how they do it. As soon as you get greenlit that your RMA is approved, they almost instantly send out a new one. So they do cross-platform, cross-dock shipping. So they ship it out. So they're hoping that you're going to be the good Samaritan and you're going to give them the broken GPU. Not because they're going to fix it and send it out. They're going to pull whatever viable parts are to be able to fix other ones if yours is so badly damaged.
Or make new ones.
Right. And they've got good components that they can purge off of that board so that they don't have to wait.
Properly.
No, they're gonna dispose whatever they can't use, but they're stripping that board down if they can't repair it. Which is actually EVGA. I give them a little props on that because a lot of people just figured, oh, you're just gonna recycle it, It's like no.
They try to be as much of a zero waste.
Yeah. So I give it up for them, and the way that they do their RMA, they send you out a GPU and you don't send it back. They're out 2 GPUs basically at that point. Not that I would condone anybody from taking advantage of a company that's doing this.
Yeah, especially when they're
because they want to make sure you're getting your product as quickly as possible. They
don't care if you mind with it either. So
no,
it's like one of the companies that don't. Uranus.
I love it.
You love it? What do you love?
Right. You must have roboted out,
Uranus?
right? You must have roboted out and had a whole conversation.
Nope. I said Uranus.
Uranus.
Oh, he's got the giggles.
Kitty. So, what's up with your coffee, man?
What's up with the coffee?
I've been seeing some new labels come out and stuff.
There have been some new things coming with those
Some
folks.
stuffy things.
Oh yeah. So let's see. Here's the website. It's getting updated right now.
Right now?
Yeah,
Oh.
starting to look pretty good. I took out all of the default coffees with just my logo slapped on there because I'm having custom labels created. But yeah, look at this. Need to do some work right there. Probably have a donation address right there, QR code.
Or, you watching the latest episode of DCA Adventure,
You know, but it's coming along. It's looking pretty good. There's even a blog.
Ooh, very nice.
Yep.
Don't
That's it.
That's fantastic. Fantastic.
I don't know if quality control is the problem, Uranus. I think it's just they're making shitty products. They're not building them.
They're rushing.
Yeah, they need some more
definitely
R&D going in there.
Well, I would assume I say they're rushing because there's been multiple instances where people have seen plastic still on thermal pads, finger gloves underneath the GPU. They are rushing. They're not taking their time as they usually do. They're trying to hurry up and push out product while they could, and now they suffer from it.
Or they're just letting the community create the fix for them before they implement it. Taking off the back plate and putting on thicker, thermal pads or something.
Yeah. When they leave the plastic covering still in the thermal pad,
Yeah.
and then put the
It gives you
graphics
extra
card,
hash
you
rate,
know
bro.
there's an issue. When it's two of them, and there's 8 memory modules, and 2 of them still have plastic on them. Only 2. So then that they at least started the job, and then we're like, oh well,
Or
time's
they got
up.
so hot
On
they
to
just
the
kind of
next.
disintegrated and came out the fan side.
Yeah, definitely being rushed, in my opinion. Due to some of that kind of things, like some of those things that we've seen, some the little stupid things. What? Why would they have done that? Seriously?
They should just start putting fans back on, the actual little processors like they used to back when GPUs first came out.
Yep.
They usually didn't have a heat sink. It was just a tiny fan over top of the shit.
Like everything else.
Isn't that the fix for the 3090s? You mount a 120 to the backplate or something?
I totally think that would work. I think putting a CPU cooler on the back of the 3090 would work. With a thermal pad on the back of it.
Oh yeah.
I think it totally would.
I don't know. What do you do with your 3090 then?
I just got a Delta fan pointed at the back of it. It actually controls temp pretty nicely.
Oh, I bet. Nothing like 6,000 RPMs,
Right.
Yeah.
Actually, no, it's not too bad. The ASIC fans are actually a little worse.
Yeah? They run about, 3,500 normally?
Yeah.
finger condoms.
You see the new the renderings, the newest renderings for the Asus Noctua design.
What is this, new GPU stuff?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. They made their
Noctua fans on an
their-
Asus GPU.
yeah. They started making ones that
Noctua
were like
poop
aftermarket.
fans.
Yeah, they were making them aftermarket, and now they're actually looks like they kind
They
of partnered up with Asus.
they
Yeah.
did.
So we're gonna have extra RGB fans on our.
No,
No.
they're just
Attached to it.
They're the brown. They're brown and
famous
brown and
poop
tan.
Brown Noctua
Yeah.
fans.
Oh, so they're ugly.
Yes.
Yeah,
But you know they're going to be good fans.
they're gonna cool that GPU fantastic.
Oh
What
yeah.
are the ballers that love the RGB to show off their rigs? You know, what are they gonna do now? Brown fans.
Nothing. Nothing with a Noctua fan. They're gonna hide that shit.
Oh yeah.
They're not gonna show that. GPU.
They're like, can I turn this thing backwards?
No.
Can I hide this line?
Yeah, get a nice white, ROG Strix 3090.
Well, if you
Like,
think
you know what
about
I
it,
mean?
like
Yeah.
most people are.
See, with like no tempering glass, or like no panel, you can't see through it. Just
Or
pure
they're gonna
metal.
sit there, or they're gonna have the ones where they just horizontal mount it, and
Yeah.
where
Just
it
hide
doesn't matter when you're horizontal mounting it, and
Yeah.
it's sitting in like mine is sitting in a little cabinet here,
Some dark roast,
Some
baby.
Dejin dark. Oh,
Oh, fuck yeah.
so dark.
So these are some of the artworks from some of my artists on Fiverr. I want to get these clock gears swapped out for GPU fans. That would be amazing, and then have the Bitcoins a little bit thinner.
Tastes so
talking to,
good, make you smack your mama.
But I like that one too.
Well, see, this one I have another variation on it, but this is what it would look like on the bag. And then I have these ideas right here,
What?
like this style art, because I wanted to do a the Cowboy Blend coffee reminds me of the first coffee my grandfather ever gave to me as a kid. Like when you're out on a fishing trip or camping trip, and he gives you your first cup of coffee. It had like that kind of aromatic memory. So I wanted to do some artwork like this that says something like "Ye Old Miners Coffee" or "Ye Old Miners Roast" with OLDE, and
Nice.
then "Ye Old Miners Cup" with the enamel cup right there.
I'd probably, even though I'm not a coffee drinker, I'd probably buy it.
Yeah, but here's another concept that was submitted to me.
Hash rate heaven.
Yeah,
That looks nice.
It should be the LHR edition. Because it's
Yeah, you have the
blonde.
dark roast and the LHR version.
Right, for the light roast.
so that non-LHR.
Right, LHR. It's got a little less caffeine,
Oh no, that would be horrible.
That's how they did us.
Oh, I'm totally typing that in there.
Oh, John Germain, you're not supposed to stick your fingers in the Delta fans, bro.
Right. That's how you take a nail off from the tip of a finger and whatever else touches it.
Oh, shit.
They've shown people at 6,000 RPMs, yes, it can shred a carrot. LHR coffee for the win, Khalid. Every once in a while, I have these like little brilliant ideas.
That's why you gotta have post-it notes,
Especially with me, I have random
I
thoughts.
use Discord as the post-it note now.
Post-it note works, man. Post-it
Yeah, it does.
notes work. Like, you're like, wow, I don't even remember thinking about this, but here it is.
Oh shit! Hey, you just said
Hold on here. Hold,
on.
no. We got a celebrity in the house. We got Peter! Yo, the Viking!
Viking. Slave
What's
owners. Peter,
happening? Good to
Peter,
see you around.
You'll appreciate this one. This was an old goal on a post-it note. You guys remember that?
Oh yeah.
Worked for DCTV as a reporter/newscaster. I'm like, you can go ahead and get rid of that one.
Check.
Yeah, that one's expired. Put it
What's
in the
going on,
completed trash
Gallo? But yeah,
I'm in.
I just looked up and saw his name. I'm like, oh, yo, stop the show. it's the glorious Viking, the Viking brethren.
I think we need an announcement though.
I think we need an announcement since he showed up now.
Oh, we need a bunch of FAs.
We better get some FAs in those chats. Because I don't think you guys are ready.
No, I don't think any of them are ready. Not at all.
Peter Stone is rated FA.
Oh, there you go. We'll just do that one instead. It's just, there aren't enough FAs in the chat yet.
Right.
They're coming. They're slow, you know. We got that 20 to 30
We got that-
second
Right, we got a little delay on this. We're gonna
Yeah,
we're
that
gonna give it up
30-minute
for the
delay.
delay. Yeah.
30 minutes.
Yeah, 30-second delay. All
If
right.
the internet traffic goes like
Yo, look at all
the mail
those
traffic.
FAs in the chat. Are you guys ready to have your faces melted?
Yeah, brother.
Get the nipple pinchers ready. Get the nipple pinchers ready. DCA Adventures rated F for fucking awesome.
Tastes so good, make you smack your mama.
Yo.
I love all you sexy motherfuckers.
Yeah, brother. Welcome to the show.
Mama's goddamn hot sauce.
I put that shit on everything.
So hot, make you want to slap your mama.
Spicy.
Right. Or you could do the ICP thing. You know, it's like Fago. Send your mom out to the store. Tell that bitch to bring home a Fago.
If you like your life real spicy, put that shit on your cock.
Whoa. We're talking
the
about
C
roosters over here.
F-bombs are okay, but that's the C word.
Right?
You can't do that on YouTube, bro.
Yeah, good dude'll do.
Right. You just can't say that in
At all.
moist.
Or if you spray the rooster, it's a moist cock, right?
We're getting banned.
Double
It is so good on chicken.
Oh, I don't know. You can't say that after what Gundy said.
Right.
What'd he say? What'd you say?
No.
You can't say that after what Gundy said.
I'm talking about hot sauce.
No, it doesn't matter. Nothing is okay anymore.
Does anybody buy that dip? We're gonna change the subject here.
Yeah, I did, and now it's way up.
Oh fuck yeah!
So it's fantastic. Buy Bitcoin, buy it at cost.
Dude.
And definitely don't take the host to the
I
rooster.
don't know how many people
Or do
are like looking at one of the mining facilities that decided to not sell their Bitcoin that they've been generating, and they put it into a fund. So they did not sell it on the open market.
What you talking about with
No
this?
taxable event.
So basically, I think it was Bitrefill. I think it was them. Don't quote me on that. But one of them was the one that did it. One of the bigger mines, and they're just locking it up into a fund, and it looks like they're pulling like a loan out against it almost. So
I
they
mean,
didn't.
essentially, that's what's going to happen, right? Like, you're just going to hold your Bitcoin
So-
and get loans off of it.
Right, now think of it this way, and this is something that Michael Saylor was like, this is a metrics on which nobody is looking at. Absolutely nobody. And I was just like, oh my god, that's like big brain fucking thought. Something that like, even myself, I was like, brain exploded a little bit. I was like, he's like, what if this becomes the new business model, and the miners stop putting on the pressure, the sell pressure, and these companies just keep it on their books forever
By loaning
by
their crypto?
taking loans out against it for operational costs, and then putting it into a fund that's paying yield and using the
Same
yield
time, yeah.
to pay that fucking loan off.
I mean, that's what the banks do now.
So
anyway.
what Michael Saylor's sitting there going, he's like, well, if all these companies start doing that, you're gonna watch Bitcoin just before the negative pullback, not of the price, but of the liquidity. And that's where
Yeah.
you're gonna watch the snap.
It'll go stagnant because there's no liquidity after that.
Right, but the price will be held at such a high evaluation that owning Bitcoin, even one Bitcoin, even a 1% of a Bitcoin, so 0.01 of a Bitcoin, would be a life-changing event.
Oh yeah.
Dude, that's
I
insane.
mean, you got to think it's capped out at 21 mil. You know, 4 mil are gone off the top, and then whatever everyone's lost through the past 11 years.
Yep.
All the boat
Like
accidents.
how much is left?
Right. So it's like he brought up a really interesting metric that like nobody pays attention to is that big adoption level behind it. Like, what if people just, the big corporations just hold it on their books because of the fact that they can just reap the reward? Oh God, it's something that's like, I was just sitting there going, oh my God.
Trade your shits for bits now, everybody.
Right, I mean, if this becomes a thing, I mean, this could be a nothing event right now. This could be just a thought pattern that would never take place. But if we see more companies doing this, it makes all the charts that everybody's had, that they've made out, that they think that Bitcoin's going to follow, will no longer be accurate in any way, shape, or form. Just by chance of coincidence of people not spending it and holding on to the liquidity.
Well, it's going to be very liquid soon.
So where are they loaning it or putting it in for loaning against it, and then taking that and staking?
It's just like how the bank does it. You give them money, and they loan it out to everybody, but they still...
Right, they do loans, they do investments.
They do that anyway, even business checking account. but
Right.
Still, yeah.
But imagine that they're going to give you better yield.
Yeah, we need to do
Yeah.
a deep dive investigation on this.
I don't know where they put it in, where they put it, but you damn well guarantee that they have operational costs. They have to have cash somehow. And if they're not selling the Bitcoin, they're taking loans out against it, guaranteed. And there's got to be a way, if they continue to not sell Bitcoin, then they've got to have a way to be able to pay back said loan without losing the Bitcoin that they already have in holding.
Staked up, yeah.
So, yeah, there's something that's brewing up in the backside somewhere where they're getting like some major money off of just holding their Bitcoin with a holding company.
Well, if they're taking out a loan against it, if the loan rate is too high, like let's say 25%, and then they take that money and they stake it into something like crypto.com, and they're getting 16% off of it.
They were for as far as I know, it's just a holding company. And they've
More
said
deep
that
diving required.
there's something going on with this holding company that's allowing them to have operational costs. Which means if you got operational costs covered, you should be able to also have future expansion already being built in.
Absolutely. I mean, that's just part of the cost of
Right.
doing business.
So
Expansion.
So there's something going on that's like got to be like pretty big on the backside that makes all of this worth it. To get a Bitcoin company that understands the value owning your own private keys to actually give up their private keys, there's something bigger at stake.
We need to find out what that is.
Because if it's something sustainable, that means you're going to start seeing more of these bigger companies just keeping Bitcoin in large amounts on their books at all times.
Good hedge for inflation.
You don't have to worry about de-dollarization in any way, shape, or form either, or an empirical crash of the network of a financial system.
Well, if that goes mainstream before the end of 2021, we could actually see that 200,000 that speculators are talking about, which would totally blow anything out of the charts of what we've been talking about.
BTC's always been like that, though.
But
we're just
if we
one
stay,
crazy news article
But remember,
away from
Jay was
parabolic
talking about
gains.
staying in that parabolic range, right? It always touches the top, and then it's immediate bear market.
Yeah,
Okay.
and that was something that I was sitting there talking
if
to
that
him
happens
about
before the
too.
end of 2021, like let's say next month or the month after, okay, we could actually potentially see it go beyond that range.
Oh, we should see it go like a lot higher.
You know,
We should see. I mean, what they're saying, what at least 100K.
Right. Well, that's if it stays
But
along with the
we'll-
stock to
we'll
flow
be
model.
case, of course, right after that.
Yeah.
When we hit 100K, it's going to drop. Like it's hot.
If it follow, it is historically followed the stock to flow
last
model.
all-time high would be new all-time low, which would be what?
What happens when
60-ish?
people start abandoning fiat and stocks, though?
You'll see
stock
them.
market crash.
You'll see them starting to. You'll see them with the G20 summit. They're going to have an emergency meeting to try to outlaw Bitcoin, to push last ditch effort to push people back into dollars to sustain the economy that they control.
Well,
I don't know, man. I think they want it to go. Why else would you print all that money?
He has no. SEC chairman today that he has no intentions of banning or outlawing Bitcoin or crypto anyway.
That's right now, and
That was posted today.
they've been flipping that whole. A lot of these governments have been flipping that narrative back
Yeah,
and
they've been
forth.
flip-flopping back. and
So if a politician's mouth is moving, they already know they're lying.
Shut up.
It's like the only thing the lip services that they give is good for is whenever the zipper drops, right?
Cock-a-doodle-doo.
Right,
Get the hose. The rooster's out again.
right. It's like I have no faith in what any government can possibly do. A lot of them are ushering in their form of socialized communism. Now it's like, no, fuck this shit.
Yes. Remember, you'll own nothing and be happy, man.
Oh yeah. While our our military general, part of Congress, it's like fucking General Miley or whatever his name is sitting there conspiring with the Chinese government and shit, and nothing to see here.
Yeah. He calls them all the time. Be like, hey, how's it going?
We're not gonna bomb you. We're not gonna bomb you
Nah,
today.
we're not coming this week. Don't worry.
Don't worry. This is an update status. You are safe this week.
Good guys.
Now they're going, well, Biden pulled out of Afghanistan. That was all his fault. It's like, were you not advising him? Is your intel wrong? Is what you're trying to say here? You made a mistake once again. Right after right after that, you bomb a couple of kids and some innocent people. Oopsie daisy. No, Bitcoin doesn't fix that. That's just stupid on a whole new level.
Yep.
Busy bits.
Bitcoin doesn't fix stupid.
No. But you can defund stupid with Bitcoin.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what they're afraid of.
Yes.
Well, I don't know. Like, so many people that I talk to are just afraid of having sovereignty over their own monetary value because they're like, well, what happens if I get hacked? Or what happens if I send something to the wrong wallet? I'm like, then that's your fault, you dumbass.
Right? Learn.
Learn your lesson, won't
Learn.
you?
You only do that once. And it's like I love people like, you know, Peter Schiff or Steve Henkel or Nissan Taleb. You know, fucking that they're, you know, oh, Bitcoin's a scam. It's going to zero. It has intrinsic value of 0. And just recently they printed the top performing assets. Man, gold was on the bottom of that fucking list. Bitcoin, not shitcoins. Bitcoin was number 1, guys.
Yep. It's
No.
outperformed everything
Right.
historically. Nothing else has gone up
No.
at this rate in the entire history of the stock market.
Nope.
58,000%? Really?
It's funny, we're
Nothing's
like
done that.
No.
11, 12 years in, and we're still new adopters.
What are you trying to thread a needle over there?
And my daughter's necklace through a chain.
Oh, it looks like you're trying to thread a needle. You're like, you gotta lick it a little bit,
Feels
you know?
like it. This chain is
Right.
tiny as hell. Jesus Christ.
Break out the monocle.
Right.
Seriously.
Put on Grandpa's glasses.
Whoa, these are super zoom.
Right? Be like, man, there's a dirt in that little crevice. You pull yourself away from you, you're like, there was a crevice in there? It looked like
That
the
ant was
fucking...
carrying a giant boulder.
Right? And you're like, that looks smooth. What planet was I fucking zoomed in on? Holy shit, there's a community!
Zoom in microscopically.
Right?
Get sick. They're like, oh, there's so many bugs.
It's on everything. It's
Whoville
nanoparticles.
does exist.
Right?
Whoville does exist.
They do exist. Yo.
Ah, Jesus.
Crypto
Later.
matrix. It's called cold storage. People who hold 99% of their funds from a Chinese exchange are asking to go broke.
Yeah, that's a true story right there.
Yep.
Not your keys, not your crypto, everybody.
As now China's also denying the IP, going to be denying IP addresses from the crypto pools and from doing anything internally in the country. You can they I don't know if they'd be able to, if they've got to connect out of the country now in order to have the pool running, but there's a couple of pools that are going to be shutting down here. Don't know if it's how permanent it is.
No.
Doesn't surprise me at all.
Exchanges have got to get shut down because they're going to protect capital flight. I don't want you leaving the country unless you're broke.
Mm-hmm.
The only way
wealth
you're
here.
out of here is in the shoes on your feet and the shirt on your back. That's all you get.
And they will
You
confiscate
might
the gold.
get lucky if you actually own property and they don't confiscate that first.
Yeah.
Rent. It's
Oh,
called
yeah.
Rent.
They'll don't worry. What is it? Evergreen is the one that'll own it. They'll take a whole bunch of more bad loans. People will have to pay for it. Oh, wait a minute. That's already fucking happening.
Oh, it's already done, man.
Right.
You're like 3 months behind in your news. Come on.
I know.
Damn.
Oh yeah. It's a fucking clown world that we're in, guys. Clown fucking world.
Enjoy the show, everybody.
Welcome to the Fourth Reich of the Great Reset.
I think my favorite meme right now is that one you keep on posting over and over every day, Dan.
I've posted so many of them, I don't even remember all of them. One day, fucking Shink is like, me more. I'm like, oh, I have an arsenal.
Break out the thumb drives. Oh, jeez.
Oh, no, dude, that was just one file.
Petabytes of cloud storage.
It's like, I
Quiet
quiet,
by me and hard drive.
right. I just collect a few here and there. Oh, that one, yes.
That one.
I love that one.
That one.
That one's such a. It's so true. Oh my god. It's like the more and more of these fucking people are like, oh, you're a conspiracy theory. Conspiracy theory.
6 to 12 months.
12 months later, I'm right. It's like, fucking really? Stop making me right. You're gonna make me
Don't do it,
crazy.
man.
I'm gonna be crazy here. You make me right all the time.
It just ain't right, bro. It's just not right.
Yeah. Right. Just like Gundy's joke that he started off with, you know, your daily fucking COVID pills.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pfizer's doing it.
Oh, speaking of
It's
pills, they actually
ivermectin.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
COVID pills.
Yeah, your daily COVIDs.
Speaking of pills, two other things that my brother sent me. He says Texas is conducting an audit of the 2020 election after Arizona did theirs. But Merck says
Trump won.
antiviral pill for COVID is effective and plans to file for emergency authorization.
Don't worry. Under emergency authorization, they are not held responsible.
Half of
And-
half of the
and-
deaths are
And one what's even funnier with this is that Pfizer's been in trouble for bribing and corruption.
No, really?
Yeah, they got fined like something like
The
40,
FDA is not
almost
corruptible.
$50 million.
CDC is not corruptible.
Oh yeah, don't worry about the FDA here. You know, fucking 50% of their donations come from Pfizer. There's no conflict interest here. Who they also fund the CDC.
Well, I don't understand, you know. FDA lets that cereal bullshit go through, but like, you know, what else is new?
But don't worry, you trust Pfizer with your dick, right?
Get the hose, the rooster's at it again.
Right.
I didn't do it this time.
No, I was talking about a Richard. What are you talking about? Stop being a Richard.
no one likes a Richard.
Nobody does, I'm telling you.
Well, some people like it.
Dang, Richards.
Are you talking about the girls at the Lube Life party?
Right?
Yeah.
They love big Richards.
Big Richard's surf shop. You know?
Right?
Big head, big ego, right?
Right, yeah.
Wet Rooster
That's a
Surf Shop. Somebody recording this? Oh yeah, that's right. You
Damn it!
Oh, man.
This will be the last. It was nice knowing everybody. We're gonna get
All future live streams will be inside Discord.
right.
Oh man.
And it's even funnier too is that you have Facebook and YouTube and Twitch have gotten in trouble here and there with certain things that they've allowed to be advertised on their platform. And
You mean they got in trouble for letting something be advertised?
a couple of things.
No.
A couple of
Ever.
things. They weren't fined, but they had to go and explain
Hey,
themselves.
don't do that.
Yeah, they're like, hey guys, no, you gotta chill.
So how did they explain away all these live streams?
I'm not really sure how they did it, but what they're doing though, it's actually kind of more malicious because it looks like they're trying to, we're trying to be the good guys here. We want to make sure our quality content is good and safe for everybody. But what they're also doing is that they're making them censor the platform. Now, for big conglomerates like Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, they've got software algorithms that they've, engineered and kind of like
It's all AI.
tuned in the right way where it'll hit what they need to hit. Versus a platform like Odyssey. Something that's not going to have any kind of control over it. They're going to try to lobby it to where they have to now control content on there. And it's basically going to be anti-competitive for the smaller company like Odyssey, DTube, and stuff like that from actually operating legally in the United States because they are an open platform and allows anything on there.
I mean, you should be able to have that, right? Just have a big ass disclaimer and click if you're over 18. Boom.
Right, but if they lobby against it, they can officially force all these companies to have to either have a manned person do it or try to develop, $1 million worth of software to run on their platform. It basically stops the little guy from starting up.
Yeah.
A lot of these big corporations have done this over the years, and it hits, and people are like, well, yeah, that's a good thing. It's safe, right? But they don't realize now instead of mom and pop shop that had, nobody's ever gotten sick shopping at their delicatessen over there, but now they've got to have a certain cleaner or a certain machine that can wash the equipment now. It's like people are like, well, that's a good thing, right? And you don't realize that just costed them $15,000 that they don't have sitting off to the side because their profit margin's tiny.
Yeah,
a lot of
Pay for the
Just making
equipment,
food to
have
live,
training on how to use the equipment. Maybe they have to make space for the equipment.
right. There's huge
And then all
implementations.
the time and man.
Right, and then you have companies like Amazon. They're lobbying right now to make minimum wage force $15 an hour. They're actually one of them that wants this
You know why though?
because it muscles out mom and pop. They'll never be able to hire people.
And they don't care anyway. It's all going to be robots anyway.
Right, that was the other thing that half of their facility is droids, smart droids rolling around.
Yeah, they don't give a shit what the minimum wage goes to. They just
Exactly.
build more robots.
And they're already paying their people $15 an hour.
And they can't keep them there.
No,
Like, people leave Amazon in
because they're
droves.
fucking cattle over there.
Like,
They'd have
yeah,
to
it
work
sounds like a good idea.
bogus
but,
hours too. I knew one of their
It's not just the
managers.
bogus hours. My wife used to work at Amazon, and in order to keep your, I think it was called like a blue chip or whatnot. Basically, your performance, you actually have to, scan and clock so many items per hour.
Yeah,
Okay, and your item list, you scan one, but then you have to go across the entire warehouse, go up 3 flights of floors, and you have to do this in less than a minute. Otherwise, you get doxxed.
Also, too, if you're standing there for more than 30 seconds, they'll dox you.
Yep.
Because they track you through those warehouses.
Oh yeah. It's horrible. You're cattle over there. They want you to operate like one of their robots.
Yep. Otherwise, hey, get out of here.
Right.
Yeah, some of these delivery drivers, man, they're high stressed. They give them X amount of time to do their route, and say if a customer has like 40 packages, like they're not getting paid any extra.
Nope.
They're wondering why you stayed at the same location for 10 minutes, why you had to unload all these packages.
Right.
You were there for longer than a minute. You should have been at the next location already.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But,
Oh yeah.
You people, keep voting for this. Keep ordering Amazon bullshit. It might be 30 cents less than going to get your ass out of the place and go to a store nearby, but
Unless you're using Amazon as the portal to China.
That L-stick plug.
Yeah.
That L-stick plug was $30 at Home Depot. It was $15 on Amazon. So.
Oh yeah. Well, Home Depot is just as
I had
bad
to
too.
buy it.
We're the Ace
I had to buy
Hardware radio.
Oh God, Ace Hardware.
Ace Hardware didn't even have it. They didn't
No.
even have the L-stick.
Oh yeah.
Nope.
No, they won't.
No, they have your regular outlets.
And I get it. There's always
They
places
had an
that's gonna
L14.
be crazy
but-
like that, but the only way we get Amazon to go to FOA is stop using them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's the same thing with Walmart. Walmart comes
True.
in, all the small businesses die.
True.
Period.
Yep.
A place that I frequent at the beach like every year, they didn't get a Walmart until 4 or 5 years ago. And yeah, all the cool mom and pop places to eat, they all went under.
Mm-hmm.
Gone.
Oh yeah.
It's sad, man.
And the only companies that are resilient through the scamdemic bullshit is these big mega corporations that are living on subsidies from the government.
I mean, they don't even need subsidies. they're making hand over fist profits while we're all stuck at home.
Oh yeah, and you got places like Walmart that hasn't paid taxes in like a decade.
What's taxes, guys?
Well, what are those?
Right?
That's just the stuff the peasants pay. Don't worry about that.
But don't worry, we need to, like AOC, fucking, we need to tax the rich, you know. Yeah, Walmart doesn't pay taxes.
That girl is the rich, okay?
I know.
I guarantee she had some crazy privileged upbringing. She keeps trying to say she's all, depressed. And
Right, almost $100,000 dress
sure.
from a dressmaker that owes almost $200,000 in back taxes. Let's start with that bitch.
But it's cool. She's part of the club, you know.
Right.
So
Oh yeah.
we don't talk about her that way.
That was the whole fucking joke about it.
She's in the cool kids club.
Yeah. Let's go to the Met Gala, guys. It's only $30,000 ticket. You know, $300,000 for the table.
It's like, you can go to like one of those eatery places, you know. They're like, oh, we're gonna be eating some endangered animals here. It's like,
But don't worry. They need to know if you put $600 or more in your bank account. Used to be 10,000. Yeah. They need to make sure the peasants don't do side work.
Yeah.
It's like these scamming peasants aren't paying their fair share, guys. They're getting paid under the table. Look at their bank account.
Well, the IRS is gonna have a hell of a bottleneck if they start charging for mileage and all this stuff. Like, they're gonna have to literally employ half the planet to do IRS.
My speedometer will be broken.
My Speedo broke like 10 years ago. Sorry.
Right. There's a reason why they want to take all the older cars off, because the odometer is not recorded in the computer.
Oh yeah, OBD1 and previous, yeah.
Oh yeah. Be like, sir, my Chevelle, it doesn't have a speedometer. It has a speedometer, but the odometer was never working. I'm not sorry. It's like I drive, but yeah, you got to prove to how much.
Well, that was just like I think someone brought up smart meters in the chat like a while back, and I wanted to touch upon that. Like, they're replacing everything with smart meters so they can turn you off whenever they want.
Yep.
Just as a flip of a switch, you're off.
Yeah, whenever they go green energy and they know the grid doesn't have enough energy, they're just gonna be like, yeah, you don't deserve to have cold food today. It'll encourage you to spend because we're gonna spoil all your food. Not sorry. Thank you. Please shop again.
I don't even know if you can get meters that aren't smart.
We're gonna turn off your fridge.
It's just like cell phones. You can't get a cell phone that's not smart.
Yeah.
Like, they don't want that out there anymore. But it's getting late and I gotta go to work, guys.
All right. Yep.
Alrighty.
I think we should probably wrap it up here, guys. Too.
We got that.
Yeah. It's like almost 11 o'clock over here.
It's almost midnight, bro.
It's because you're not in the cool kids, cool standard time. Cool standard time is 11 o'clock.
You're just too cool, that you get to experience it an hour before we do.
Right.
My sun comes up way before yours does.
Yeah. You have to start your day before us. While we're just like yawning and rubbing the sleep out.
Hour of sleep.
Right.
I'm usually going to bed by the time you wake up, but
Right.
When they're morning grumpy, we're just waking up.
That's right. All right, kids. Have a good night.
Yep.
Hey, remember, sign up. Sign up for the poker tourney.
Yes.
Do
Sign
it.
it. Do it while we get up out of
Registration is
here.
live. You
Yes.
can go to DCAWebpage.com. Link is in the description below.
Down there, guys.
And click upcoming events and join there, or you can click the link that the door is probably go some.
And smash that Lizzie like
Yep.
button.
And don't forget to water your rooster.
Oh man.
Words of wisdom as he deuces out. Good God.
What a man.
Oh God.
Yes.
The things we have to put up with. Guys, definitely smash that Lizzie like button if you're new here. Subscribe. Make sure the bell notification is turned on, so every time we drop an awesome video during the week, you'll get notified. Hopefully, we know it's YouTube, but certainly, we'd love to have you part of the show. Thank you all for being here. If you want to join us in the chats, it's free to join Discord down there, guys. Oh,
Join it.
and if you're
Join
like a
it
regular here and you're like, hey, I'd like to show my gratitude with all this awesome knowledge you guys slap out every single week, guys. You can always check out the Patreon. Even if it's $1, it's like stacking sats.
It gets you access to Patreon exclusive content.
There's a lot in
Just
there,
$1.
guys. Just $1.
Dude,
Just $1.
poker tournament's coming up.
I mean, eventually we'll have to increase that minimum maybe to something that shows a little bit more value. I mean, people would probably be okay with $5 for like $5. Right.
It's the most sub tier.
Right. I think we can sit there and just maybe eliminate the dollar tier and just go for the $5 tier, because we at least give out $5 worth of great content to you guys.
Just $5
Minimum. I'm setting that bar really low.
You're setting the bar slow.
Slow and low. Boom. It's like, woo.
You said it.
Maybe if we got
$5?
maybe if we get 10,000 subscribers in there, and be like, yo, we at least do $20 worth of value.
You know what else is $5? That drink you get at Starbucks.
Ugh.
It's not $5 per drink.
Oh, what? Lay it on us.
Doge Lord Coffee.
Oh, don't delay. Brew today.
Doge Lord Coffee's website is, as you saw, getting built, is looking epic, and I have on a 3-month plan. I'm hoping to roll it out.
FOMOing already. I
Christmas.
mean, I'm salivating and FOMOing at the same time.
I am so hoping to get this thing rolled out in time for Christmas, guys.
Ooh,
I want you guys to have something epic this Christmas.
Ooh.
But I
Brought
gotta
to
do
you
it
by
right.
DogeLord.com. Don't delay. Buy today.
Best stocking stuff we go for coffee.
Right?
But before we do go, I do want to say one last announcement. To all you sexy motherfuckers, DCA Adventures rated F for fucking awesome.
Oh, yeah. And we'll
Fucking love you guys.
Right. All you happy hashers out there, stay savage. We'll see you out tomorrow.
Stay savage.
Yo.
Peace out, guys.